Hey everybody, this is Gabe Gold Diamond doing a live impromptu video, and I want to talk to everybody about the paradigm of jobs, my personal journey through jobs, and the current opportunity that I'm in right now, and I want to share with you. So the first, um, okay, someone's asking to be in my video. Um, okay, that's not that I don't want you to be in the video. I'm not sure yet. But basically, what I want to talk about is my experience with jobs. And so my first job is right before I went into college, and I always had my timing back in the day was always a little strange because I got my first job like a month before I had to start college. And they say, "Are you going to be free? Are you going to be? Is your time going to be open?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," knowing full well that at least 30 days after I started working there, I was going to have to start my first day of college. And this was a long time ago. And I know I look young, but college was a long time ago, over a decade ago. And so my first job was at an Old Navy. And okay, cool. So my first job was at Old Navy. And so I had to stand on the floor and I had to talk to people and walk around and point them to different clothes and stuff like that. And um, nutshell, I didn't really like it very much. Um, I worked a job in my first year of college that I don't really remember very well. Oh, I do remember. I do remember one job I had. I worked in the theater, which was actually pretty interesting. And there was a point when what was the gentleman's name? Wayne Brady came to my college, and I got to shine a spotlight on him. So that was pretty cool. And then there was one time where I missed the spotlight cue. He walked over to the right, and I didn't follow him because I'm still new. And then he made a joke about it, which was pretty cool. Then I got out of college, and my first day, I only went to college for 1 year initially, and then the next job I got basically was at Walmart. Worst job ever. Never work at Walmart. Walmart is going to treat you like shit. So they didn't acknowledge my human rights. It was just terrible. I worked full time there during the winter season. Um, at that point, I lived in Connecticut, and so there was just a straight up blizzard. And I was the kind of person back then where I would just put my head down and just work, no matter how disrespectful people were to me. I would just put my head down and work. And so I was a cart pusher or a cart attendant back then. So I was the guy that went out and people leave their carts everywhere, and I come back, I bring them back in the store. With me now. Okay, cool. All right, so I had to push carts in the middle of a blizzard, man, and that's something that I kind of like to say because to tell people, let them know, hey, man, I'm a tough cookie. But it just got to a point where I couldn't handle Walmart anymore. The manager was terrible. I learned a very important life lesson at Walmart is that the way that a business is run is dependent upon the one that's managing the business. It seems really like no brainer, but it really was a visceral lesson for me at Walmart. So anyway, enough about that crap. So I don't remember all the jobs that I did. Um, but I remember working at a pharmacy. I remember working at Sprint. I worked at Sprint. I didn't like Sprint very much because I'm not big on sales. I don't like selling something that my heart is not into. Um, so thank you for the likes. I don't like selling something that my heart is not in. And so when I was first at Sprint, we had a female manager, and she was cool with the quota I was making. I was making about 50% quota every month, and I'm the kind of person where if I don't know something, I like to give myself enough time to learn it until and master it. But she was quickly replaced, probably about 90 days in, with a male manager who was known for going to different regions and upping the productivity. And what I found was he didn't really have a good set of morals. And the first thing he established was a meeting every Saturday at Sprint on how we're going to maximize sales and maybe customer service. And I'm the kind of person where I want the customers to be happy with what I'm doing. I mean, we're just selling phones, we're just selling phone lines of service. That's what everybody else was doing back then. And this was around the time Sprint merged with Nextel. And so I just couldn't take it, man. I was making good money, but because the new manager was there, I was pressured to make different quotas, um, to make a higher quota than what I was capable of doing at my level of understanding. So anyway, enough of that. I had a slew of other jobs. I worked in the theater. I did a lot of dishwashing. It's the easiest job you can get. You don't you could barely you don't even have to you don't have to have a degree to dishwash, but the pay is really terrible. So anyway, I went through a lot of jobs. I was done with the paradigm of jobs when I had finished Walmart, and I was constantly here's the crux point of the video here. I was constantly looking for an opportunity to get outside of the job paradigm. The beginning of that, because I had such a rudimentary level of awareness, or a basic level of awareness, it was like a get rich quick scheme. I was looking for a get rich quick scheme. But I realized in hindsight, I was never looking for a get rich quick scheme. I was just looking for an alternative, a capable and credible alternative to the job paradigm. And so I've been looking for that for over 15 years. Over 15 years. I've been with Empower Network. I've been with a lot of different MLMs, and I never had enough money to stay in the program. And so what I'm saying is that sometimes when at a certain point in your life, your vibration becomes an exact match to what you want. And that's where I'm about to segue into this opportunity that I'm talking to you about. This opportunity that I'm talking to you about has three main components that make it extremely delicious to me. Extremely delicious. Number one, it's genuine. Number two, it's effective. And number three, there's compassion. There's compassion involved. You're getting involved with a group of people that are genuine, meaning what is inside of their heart, they will speak with their mouth. They mean what they say. That is a rare thing to find as far as any kind of opportunity in this world. Rare. Number two, effective. I'm talking to people. I'm talking to people on a daily basis that make hundreds and thousands of dollars a day. I watch videos with people who make tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month every single day. And I'm going to start yelling because this is blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. Most people pay thousands of dollars to see somebody that makes millions of dollars only once. So that's number two, effective, meaning they mean well, they say well, but they actually do. They actually get what they want done. So I'm looking at them. They show me examples every day. And number three, there's compassion. There's compassion, meaning there's a sense of understanding and friendliness and heart-based interaction within the group. Meaning if you're struggling with something, you will be helped. You got to take responsibility for your part in it, but you will be helped. I've never seen any group that has combined these three qualities so effectively. And it's only a 4 or 5 year old company. And the CEO, Christopher Terry, the dude is worth 9 figures. He makes 9 figures, bro. And I watch videos with him involved. He seems like the nicest, sweetest, most down to earth guy ever. He's right there just talking to you. And he seems so humble. He seems like he has such a huge heart. And that goes back to the lesson I was talking about that I learned before from Walmart. The way that a company is highly, highly, highly based upon the one that runs it or the one that manages it. And so I pride myself on being a person that has a very, very keen intuition. And maybe some intellect. It's like maybe I sound like a big smartsy guy, but I'm really, really strong with intuition. I have a big, strong intuition. So when the gentleman that introduced me to this company first contacted me, or when we first got in touch with each other, I knew that was what I wanted because number one, I was attracting it already. I was already attracting it. Number two, when I was hearing everything about it, I didn't have the money then to get in the company. I didn't have the money at all. Okay? So when people say, I don't have the money, that means nothing to me. It means absolutely goose egg to me. Because you can manifest the money. You have to live a certain kind of lifestyle and have a certain kind of mindset, but that's a whole other topic. I want to talk about this company. I want to focus on this company. So I knew I was attracting the opportunity. Number two, as soon as I had what I needed, I jumped right in. I don't know everything about this company, and I don't know everything about the skill set that they're teaching. All I needed was my intuition. All I needed was my focus. What am I focusing on? What experience and what opportunity do I want to attract? And then when it comes, you see it coming like a train a mile down the road, and you're like, well, I'm getting on that train. So like when people ask me, I tell so many people about this opportunity, and they ask me, well, how good are you at it? Have you done enough of this yet? And that to me is a completely, it's reasonable on one level, but from where I'm sitting and where I'm standing and what I understand about the nature of the universe, that's a completely irrelevant question. Completely irrelevant, because it doesn't matter how much, because it's the structure of the company, really. Because the skill set that's being taught really isn't being manipulated by the company at all. You're just being taught a skill set. So um these are things that I've seen with the company, and these are things that have incentivized me to join the company and learn the skill set of the company. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that when I'm posting these things on my page or on my account, yes, it's like if you join in, I'm benefiting from it. Okay? Like, all right. But I never want people to get involved in something that they're not benefiting from it as well. And the right people who have enough initiative and enough drive and enough wherewithal to understand a really great opportunity. When I send you to a video of somebody that makes $10,000 a month, I'm sending like the videos that I'm tagging you guys in. These people make thousands of dollars a month just from their phone. And so when someone says, I'll think about it. It's like, listen, that's you, that's your reality. That's your experience. It's your life. You have a different set of priorities. I gotta respect that. But there's another side of me saying, dude, do you know what you just watched? Do you know what I just put you on to? Do you know what I just exposed you to? I'm not trying to take credit for it. I'm saying I was the bridge to an incredible reality. And when someone doesn't understand that, it just kind of like, I'm confused. But again, on the other side, I respect that everybody has their own opinion, has their own experiences, and has their own priorities. But I know many of you out there are looking for something outside of the job paradigm. Many of you do not want to be working your ass off doing things that you don't want to do for somebody else. Or even if you are working for yourself, you're just working and working and working and not getting any kind of fruit from it. You want to get some fruit from it. And so I have the intention of exposing you to an opportunity in which you can get benefit from it. And it is a genuine skill set. And just to digress a little bit, for those of you that understand a little bit of astrology, Uranus is going into Taurus. Uranus is the planet of difference and uniqueness, and Taurus is the sign of the status quo. A new status quo is coming into society. A new status quo is being introduced to society. What I'm trying to introduce you guys to right now is going to be the new norm in not even 5 years. In 3 years, it will be the new norm. I'm telling you, get on this train, because the old economy is dying. It is dying. It will be the very, very rich and the very, very poor. Those whose minds are stuck in one way that the economy can work will be poor. They will be poor. Period. So you don't have to get involved in what I'm talking about. But I would say give it a very serious look. And if you dig what I'm putting down, get back with me, dude. Because I've been looking for this for 15 years, dude, and I finally found it. And I'm just like, dude, I just want to be able to maximize my experience with this. So anyway, if you want to know exactly what the opportunity is, private message me, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Facebook call me. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, man. And I'm gonna do. Hey, I appreciate you watching this video. Looking like yourself. Cool, man. So anyway, I'm gonna get off now. You want to know more about it? PM me, DM me, whatever you got to do. And I love you guys, and I want to see us all win. Trust me, I want to see us all win. I love you guys. Peace.